Hey guys, Chris Tripp here for vlog number 8. This has been a while since I'd uploaded a vlog to my YouTube channel. Goodness, a lot has happened since then. Um, Birth of my daughter, um, living in multiple locations. I mean, all is well. All is well. Just, you know, this topic's been on my mind. It's Father's Day today, 2015. Um, Also, the 27th will be my daughter's first birthday, and it was a question of like how much personal to put out there because I don't want to be negative. I'd like to generalize because I just always feel that there's someone out there that can resonate or just maybe need to hear anything that I have to say, just so they can empathize, at least. And you know, being that it's Father's Day, I have a lot of respect for the fathers and the mothers out there. First time fathers, everyone. Long time fathers that have raised their kids up and brought them into this world as, upright citizens. And yeah, just thinking about, in my case, when um, the mother of my daughter and my daughter were released from the hospital. It was in Costa Rica, and they had just beat Greece in the World Cup. I mean, it was nuts. I mean, it's a story to tell for sure. And she had a cesarean, so it was to be very careful. And imagine going in the streets, driving, and the streets are flooded with people. You come to a stoplight, people want to shake your car, and mutual celebration, and hey, a baby and mother with cesarean in the back. But it's nuts, it's not like having a dog. I mean, you have a child, a human being that you're responsible for, and I have to come back to this. Sorry about that. But yeah, the first week you have this human being that you're responsible to is just everything in this world is new to them, and learning how to mother, breastfeeding, and boobs getting hard as a rock, and late night massaging them, not knowing what's going on. Do we need a breast pump to relieve this, or is that counterproductive in that like your body's learning how much milk to produce for the baby, and by pumping you're telling it to produce more than is needed? And I mean, going to classes, and just wow. But anyone that has had children, it seems to get, at least in the beginning, I'm not talking about terrible twos, but easier. And you build that routine. But it's hard for me. It's Father's Day, and people have sent Happy Father's Day to me, and it's hard. Father's Day, and it's also the same week as my daughter's first birthday. I'm in the United States. She's in Costa Rica. And there's a longer story that no one, you have to walk in someone's shoes to know. You can speculate all you want or hear this and hear that. But, I think that, because Mila for us, for my daughter, was unexpected. And, we didn't really know each other, the mother. I mean, but this is our responsibility. And that's one thing that's a constant and is always going to be there is, our daughter. So, you can be a team, or it's rough. You hear stories all the time, but I've always thought in the back of my mind and knew that as time went on, as hard as it was, or that it would get better as time went on, and I still believe that. But it is tough to see images and photos, and if you want to come and especially be there for the first birthday, and mother maybe not want to. She has something else going on, and but it's just tough altogether. And you feel you're not worthy of that name, and I don't know. I just want anyone in the same position, fathers or wanting to be with their daughters or their sons, their kids, and maybe going through some shit that like what I've been told is that it will be easier and it's tough, and it is fucking tough. I mean, it's like the toughest thing ever, without a doubt, for me at least. And but I just know that as time goes on, like I can just see it that it'll be better. But these milestones, like the first birthday, that happens once, so it weighs heavily. But I want to say that you know what your intention is. You know that you love your child, and you know that you won't give up. So even though your situation at the present time may be circumstantial or not ideal or what you imagine, to just not give up. And you know that, and it's hard. It's a topic of conversation, and a lot of people don't understand why are you there. Why don't you want to be in your daughter's life? And it's just like, it's frustrating. I mean, it is so frustrating hearing that from someone. I consider myself laid back, and that's just one thing that can strike a chord. So I almost try to avoid it, but it's a long story. But to fathers, or shit, mothers for that matter, I mean, just to know that the deal. So sometimes it's hard taking in people's points of view from the outside. But it's also easy. I think because the mother brings the child into this world, and one thing I've noticed is it's easy for a father to look like a bad guy. There are a lot of deadbeat dads that could give a fuck, but for the fathers that care and inside know how much they care, and it tears them up inside not to be spending vital time with their daughter or their son. And then to be portrayed as if they don't care, I mean, it's tough, and it's easy, it's easy to look like the bad guy, I've noticed. I mean, the mother of my daughter is an awesome mom. I mean, I'm so grateful that she is an awesome mother. My daughter's healthy, happy, but the fathers out there say, if you're in any situation like this, just don't give up. Don't give up. And if there are any out there, and I've talked to a few, more than a few, surprisingly. I think my situation is a little complex considering the countries, and it is a long story. I mean, I'll tell you that. You could definitely write a book about it, but just don't give up. Keep your head up, and I for sure am one that you can message or talk to, and we can talk together about it if needed. But happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. I didn't know my biological father that well. There are other men that stepped up. Like my dad, John Tripp, and my grandpa. Those guys. My grandpa, he utilized his vacation time and would come and at the open of my baseball season. Yeah. So. Oh, sorry. Yeah, and those, what my grandpa and dad showed me is, I notice now these mannerisms that I have with it's nuts. It's nuts. It's like subconsciously that I picked up on, and I reference now what it is to be, a good person, and and learn from them. I will, I make a video to my daughter every week, like a journal, because considering, how young she is, she's going to be her own little lady with her own mind and brain, and it's just imperative for me or for her to know that, although it was tough, that her dad was there, always thinking about her, and yeah, I mean, my daughter is absolutely beautiful. I mean, all that you could have asked for, coming just mellow, didn't really cry, and laughing, and she has always been surrounded with a lot of love. But yeah, I look forward to holding her again, and just for all those dads out there, don't give up, no matter how hard it is. So time will pass. It's the long term versus the short term. So happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there.